Well, you can argue one of the biggest breakout stars for the UFC out of any nation in 2022 and 2023. Enter Mike Malott. Most people would argue this is the biggest superstar on the roster out of Canada right now. And pound for pound, skill for skill, a lot of people think this is Canada's best hope to actually realize an undisputed UFC championship. It has been an outstanding winning streak, and even though Mike Malott has been favored heavily in a lot of these contests, he has not only emerged, but he has emerged with a finish, and that has set him up for another big showcase bout here tonight. All right, here we go with the former world title challenger, Gilbert Burns. Perhaps a little bit undersized for welterweight, but he has resided within this top 5 since he moved up from 55.
From the moment, John, you didn't know what to expect from Gilbert Burns at 170, but he has shown that he has the ability to compete with the best, and if you aren't the best, he buzzes right through you. I was very impressed by the way he handled the Neil Magny challenge, and he looks to prove again why he is the elite of the elite in the welterweight division.
And he's also a promoter's dream. A lot of people feel like eventually Gilbert Burns is going to work himself back into a championship setting. But of course, the big fights at 170 pounds continue for one of the best from Brazil, Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Gilbert Burns.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight.
Good.
All right, early round action here, and all eyes once again are on Gilbert Burns, the world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and yet oftentimes he says no takedowns, he just wants to strike, and that seems to be the focus here tonight. He wants to get into a kickboxing match, he wants to prove his striking acumen, and candidly, if you've looked at his recent body of work, Gilbert Burns is one of the better strikers in this welterweight division. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Unable to connect with the right. Durinho gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Malott gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. All right, well-timed leg kick by him there, and a lot of heavy pressure on that lead leg, and he made him pay for it.
Well, we spoke about reach, and the boxer is longer in the arms. The legs are longer than the arms. So by throwing kicks, you can land and stay at range and not run the risk of getting hit by one of those great right hands that the boxer possesses. That was nice.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight. Nice punch to the head.
Right hand over the top.
It won't take many of those. He lands another punch to the head.
Oh, and he gets tagged. Nice combination there, and might not be a bad idea for the opposition to just tweak that head off the center line.
He was landing one before. Now he's throwing everything in combination, and they're all landing.
Malott gets hit with that stiff jab there.
He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Swing and a miss by Burns. Both guys appeared to land there. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Nice jab by Mike Malott. Oh, he's got a good left hand. Oh, nice jab up top by Mike Malott. Side kick, well placed. Oh man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Burns.
And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, feet on the hips here. And he's back up. He is going after that overhand right.
Oh, nice kick.
All right, single collar tie now.
Big knee lands to the body.
Oh, beautifully placed with the hook there by Burns. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Burns is back in half guard, very comfortable here. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Making all these shots count. Second round, straight ahead.
Beautiful pace. Let's keep it up. He can't keep up with you. You train way too hard for this. You're looking great, all right?
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous fights.
Great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
All right, well, we'll see if his opponent can make the requisite adjustments. He got taken down left and right there that previous round.
It's going to be very difficult because he never got a specific type of takedown. It was always something different, but it always led to...
Gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Burns going for the leg kick. He does not connect.
Oh, Oh, nice takedown defense.
And he comes through with a big knee. Malott's now cut above the eye from that strike. That bears watching as this fight continues.
Beautiful head kick lands from this guy.
Malott gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively. Well, he is clearly faded in this one, and I'm not talking about the high and tight skin fade on my man Daniel Cormier. He got stunned earlier in the round, and mentally I feel like he checked out a little bit.
He hasn't been able to build back and fight the way that we're used to seeing him fight. He needs to take a breath, take a moment, and get back to work.
How about that? I mean, if his offensive wrestling can start to close that gap on his striking, you might be looking at one of the more well-rounded guys in this division. Another executed takedown here tonight.
A lot of times we look at these fighters and we say, this guy's a boxer, this guy's a wrestler, this guy's this. But if he continues to fight like this, we will start to call this guy a full-on mixed martial artist. He does everything now in the octagon, and that's being proven with all these takedowns attempted and all these takedowns landed.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Malott's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Takedown defense holds up. Short uppercut here in the clinch behind Malott. That's a sensitive blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Malott's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Burns is cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. Could compromise his vision here moving forward. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock the guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Oh, clean hook there. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that there, somehow his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now.
Somehow, his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Well, we told you we'd keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider now, and he continues to target that area wisely.
Well, when you saw it right away, it wasn't that bad. But as he continues to target it, you can start to see it opening up. Look for him to continue to go down that route to try to get this victory.
All right, that's the end of round number two.
Stop!
All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, we got a few clips for you, DC, of all the damage doled out in that round, and his eye continuing to be the main target.
I mean, he's getting hammered. He is getting hit in that spot over and over again. And because of that, his opponent has gained in confidence, and he is very limited in what he can do in his approach, because safety has to be first now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Clean execution on that leg kick. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Overhand right, swing and a miss. Checks the leg kick. Single leg takedown.
This is where he wants to be.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Back to his feet. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Gotta be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round.
Beautiful combination up top.
Burns definitely taking aim at that cut right now. You see targeting that area that is...
Do it! Gilbert to read your Burns!
What a performance!
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 35 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Gilbert Burns.
All right, so Gilbert Burns has developed his power at the Institute of Human Performance, and he produces a big knockout on a massive stage tonight.
Since Burns has gone up to 170, he has looked like a world beater. He has gained power along with the weight to go up to the next weight class. He's phenomenal, and he's a great grappler, and because he's so good at grappling, you gotta respect it, so here comes the hands. Burns by knockout.